So, Sammy, the SG, what's the name again?
AGL.
SGAGL. They say that you're peddling false allegations, and we are also your collaborators. We have attempts to verify same. So the unprofessional and uncritical media, and there's a warning here that we shall be held liable for reckless damage to genuine businesses and reputations. Most importantly, they say that the companies and transactions have at all material times, including during the competitive procurement process, conducted themselves with integrity and complying with due process of the law.
Doc, let me begin by strongly condemning this statement. Service Ghana Auto Group Limited, those who run this company, should be told in very clear terms that they cannot intimidate anybody in this country. They are not allowed to use such words on the Ghanaian media, on members of parliament carrying out their constitutional mandate, and on the Ghanaian people. Look, we are talking about cumulatively $108 million. If you add the $54 million on the procurement of the ambulances, the 150 million cedis that was paid to them between 2020 and 2023, and then the $34.9 million for ambulance spare parts, you put all of that together, it's $108 million. I invite them to come and read the annual public debt report that is submitted to Parliament. And you see this country, president, vice president, ministers, going a begging, sometimes for $50 million, $20 million, $10 million. You have come into the public space using our taxes. And as citizens, we are raising fundamental issues bordering on accountability, probity, transparency, breaches of the Procurement Act. We are reading the Auditor General's report, damning Auditor General's report. You just played the video, the Minister for Health telling the Assurances Committee in Parliament that they don't have a budget line for this. The $34.9 million is not in the budget. What does the Constitution of Ghana say? Can public officials just dip their hands in the public purse?
Well, they said don't blame them. They said they are private businesses. They have gone through due process.
How dare you
They have the requisite qualifications.
I'll come to that.
Due process.
I'll come to
all of that. Contract.
All of that is balderdash. Total hogwash. How dare you issue threats that you take a serious view, notice is hereby served. They think they can intimidate us. Intimidate duly elected members of parliament, carrying out. They think that what? We were voted to go to parliament to go and sleep, to go and just drink tea, cross our legs, and watch as people dupe the republic. Is that what they think our mandate is? Look, they should not annoy us at all. I am totally outraged at this statement. They attempt to call people unprofessional, uncritical media. I mean, how dare you? Our taxpayers' money.
They said the media has not spoken to them to get their side.
And so what?
That's what they are saying.
And so what? And then you use these words and you are issuing threats.
Which one?
Issuing threats. Notice is hereby served on those peddling false allegations, including by the media with their attempts to verify same, particularly the unprofessional, the uncritical media. I mean, look at them.
They said they shall be held liable. Well, that means they could be sued.
Look at this company.
If somebody is caught,
at least they've succeeded in intimidating me, so that's fine.
Oh,
you?
please.
Yeah,
I would not be intimidated.
I feel so.
That you'll be taken to court.
No, I feel so.
That you can be taken to court.
Nana,
I'm scared.
I don't. These are serious, man. I don't want any interjection.
Then go straight to
$108 million. Yes. Of our taxpayer funds is what is at stake.
Okay.
It can construct my road, the bad road from Accra to Aveime, the traffic, the congestion that we go through, all those road projects which have been.
I'm sure you're not suggesting
which have been stalled.
I'm sure you're not suggesting that acquisition of 300 ambulances and the subsequent maintenance is
I am
a bad investment.
I'm condemning the dubious inflation,
Okay.
and I'm coming to that. The sheer inflationary pricing, unconscionable. I'm coming to that. Look, what is false about this expose? I intercepted these letters signed by the Honorable Ken Ofori-Atta, dated 9 February 2024. What is false about this? Where Ken Ofori-Atta approves a $34.9 million contract and subsequently writes to the Minister for Health that his ministry will take care of $10 million. Quote, this ministry is only able to fund up to the tune of $10 million out of the amount requested and recommend that the Ministry of Health finances the difference through the NHI. This is Ken Ofori-Atta writing. When he knows that there is no parliamentary approval, NHI doesn't have it in their formula. I have all the NHI formulas here. The Honorable Minister has confirmed that.
But this is upon a request by the Ministry of Health, right?
Yes,
Okay.
by the Ministry of Health. Then that same 9 February, the second letter intercepted is here. The Honorable Ken Ofori-Atta writes to the Control Accountant General, instructing them to release $10 million, equivalent to 120,711,000 Ghana cedis, at an exchange rate of $1 to 12.0711 Ghana cedis. It's here, signed by Ken Ofori-Atta.
I understand that money has not been
I
released.
follow through.
Has it been released?
I follow through.
Yeah, they went through Accountant General, went to Bank of Ghana.
Yes.
Bank of Ghana has done the LCs. However, a source at the Bank of Ghana told the Ghanaian Times that nobody has called nor come to claim the LC yet.
So I have here, I'll give you a copy. This is the invoice register from GIFMIS, which has payment vouchers from the GIFMIS system, the Ghana Integrated Information Management System. And based on the instruction that Ken Ofori-Atta issued on 9 February, the Control Accountant General, from GIFMIS, it says that transaction number MOHHQGS00124/RW, payment to Service Ghana Auto Group Limited. Description, being release of funds for the establishment of letters of credit to procure spare parts for 307 ambulance vehicles. Date 23rd February 2024.
Same day.
23rd February, no,
Okay.
this was
2
9
weeks
February,
after.
2 weeks after. So from the GIFMIS records, funds have been released. Release of funds to the BOG, actually to Service Auto Group Limited. That is what the GIFMIS records reflect.
But so has the money been paid?
That is what we see from the GIFMIS. And you see, this government, remember when we started probing the Sputnik V thing, this same Ministry of Health and the Finance Ministry told us, oh, no money has been, we haven't lost any money. There has been no payment. It came up yesterday. And Dr. Okoboy admitted that, yes, that's what we were told, that they hadn't released the funds, only for the parliamentary probe to establish that actually the monies had gone to the sheikhs, those shonky sheikhs who imposted.
How much?
$2.4 million.
Okay.
As we speak, we haven't retrieved that money. They are up to that same game again, telling us, oh, it's not been paid. And you see, this
You
thing,
said 2.4 million.
that was for the
Sputnik.
Sputnik.
The
Ajimamenu,
no, the minority leaders trial. How much is involved?
that's 2.3. Good
Okay,
point.
all right,
2.3.
okay,
Yeah. You see, the real prosecutions will start soon. And then you see this, when you talked about sources at Bank of Ghana, then it occurred to me.
According to the Ghanaian Times.
Yes, according to the Ghanaian Times. To make this observation, have you noticed that since this scandal broke, nobody is putting a name to any statement?
True.
The Ministry of Health statement, they just said PR unit. No name, nobody signed. Then this statement, this annoying statement, this bogus statement from Service Ghana Auto Group Limited. We only see a signature. No name. Then Ghanaian Times reports that a source at Bank of Ghana says, oh, we haven't released the funds yet. We haven't paid the company.
We've done the LC, but nobody has called.
Yes.
Nor come to pick it up.
Who is that source? Why is nobody boldly speaking to this?
No, we have sources. I sometimes put information on the basis of sources I have that are not disclosed.
Look at the quantums we are talking about.
Yeah. So your point is that why are people not bold?
Everybody is hiding from this. Nobody is bold to put their name to this. What are they afraid of? The imminent prosecution? Now let me come to the facts in this matter. They claim that they are a consortium that was put together for the procurement. I remember that all along that was hidden from us. It was my second expose which revealed that, oh, apparently, there's the same guys, the same actors who had registered different companies and used to procure the ambulances. The first expose was on the spare parts, $34.9 million. Then in my second expose, I revealed that, oh, after further tracking and parliamentary oversight, I discovered that the same directors have registered other companies, all of them between April and September 2017. No track record in the importation of ambulances, servicing of ambulances. Some of the companies are even building construction companies, hurriedly put together. Now, after that expose, they are telling us that, you know, they formed a consortium and participated, a consortium called Service Ghana Auto Group Limited, and then participated in this bid, which began 15 November 2018. Take note of the date.
Yes.
So this consortium participates in a bid of 15 November 2018.
Yes.
I have the incorporation documents of the consortium here by the Registrar General, certified true copy, stamped. Service Ghana Auto Group Limited was incorporated 24th April 2020. And yet, in 2018, 2 years prior, 18th November 2018, they are participating, this consortium is participating in bids. Can you believe that? When they were not a registered entity. And this is a matter the Auditor General has raised. I have a copy of the Auditor General's report here. Read paragraph 75, page 33 of the Auditor General's report. In addition, records from the Registrar General's Department revealed that SGAGL was registered on 24 April 2020. Therefore, from January to April 2020, when National Ambulance Service referred maintenance works to SGAGL, it was not a registered company with the Registrar General's Department.
Now, does this answer the observation that you raised? In point 3, when they speak about the competitive process, the 15th November, point 3 says a total of 16 companies participated, inclusive of the 7 companies that eventually formed the consortium during the pre-tender workshop round. And then they list those 7 companies. But then they go and say these companies came together, leveraging their expertise and resources and emerging with exceptional value for money proposition in their compelling lowest bid. Okay, so the IV creates the impression that they created a consortium which led them to win.
Yes.
So I get the point you're making now. Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, when you look at the 3,
exactly,
it creates the impression that there were 7 individual companies.
And even read I. SJEGL is an SPV of a consortium of 7 companies that participated in a competitive procurement process.
Yes.
I is very clear.
Yeah.
So 2 years before
so it was not just proofreading that they should have made on the statements, but
what do they take us for?
Maybe an application
what do they take us for? No common sense, no regard to our law, and then they are rather issuing threats. Now, let's come to the amount. They claim in IV that
why do you say there was no common sense?
They presented the bid. Let's leave it to the viewers. Let's leave it. We don't have time, so we'll leave it to the viewers.
Because they're playing with our brains.
Where?
So, Doc, if you read IV, Doc, please.
You will see the
please, don't you see that? It's to derail my thought process. I'm not falling for it.
Who's going to derail thought process?
If you read IV, are
you lying to get away?
I've told you that checklist.
Nana, you can write your point and then make
sense. I'm trying to follow you. That's all.
The viewers are following. The viewers are
following. Why do you accuse me?
Nana wants to help.
I don't need help. Please, I'm grateful.
But I want to follow.
Thank you for the help.
I just want to follow.
It's fine.
Thank you.
But you shouldn't be accusing me.
Okay, I'm sorry. I retract. Yeah. So IV. This Service Ghana Auto Group Limited is telling us that they presented the lowest bid, and their bid was for 133,000 per ambulance.
Yes.
I mean, what do these people take us for?
Why? What's your problem with that?
Unfortunately for them,
I
have once again intercepted all the payment vouchers. From the GIFME system. What they were paid. What they were paid has absolutely nothing to do with this 133,000 per ambulance.
Why?
What some of them? were paid. Indeed, if you look at ELOC Consult and Services Limited, they were paid 32,203,322 Ghana cedis, 14 pesos.
So they were paid separately?
Yes, they were paid separate. The 7 companies. They were paid separate. They split it.
So you see, interestingly,
they split it.
No payment was made to a consortium.
Yes. Yes.
No payment was made to a consortium.
Exactly. Very interesting.
That is the SA something.
Yes, no payment was made. Because at the time the payments were made, the consortium had not been formed.
It didn't exist.
Yeah, not before.
Yes, it hadn't before.
No,
and yet they say they went
the
to
payments were made in December 2019.
Exactly.
Between the 24th and 27th of
December. Yes.
So it was the individual companies that were paid.
Exactly.
Because the consortium didn't exist then.
Fantastic point. Now, this 32.2 million cedis for the supply of 40 ambulances. If you look at the Bank of Ghana exchange rate at that time, December 2019, it was 5.5. What you get is 145,353 United States dollars and 34 cents for ELOC Consult and Services.
That supplied how many?
That supplied 40.
So the 40 is also there.
Yes, it's here. Supply of 40 ambulances.
This is
here.
for supply, not maintenance.
No, this is just we are now dealing with the procurement aspect. Being payment for 40 number 4x4 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 316 CDI ambulance vehicles.
So this is full and final payment.
Yes.
Okay.
Full and final payment.
For the supply.
Yes. So for the 40, this ELOC, an ELOC Consult, is the company that the same Stephen Okoro, who is a business partner of Jankroma Akufo-Addo, Edwina Akufo-Addo. And we all now know that he's also a father. The one who gave Akufo-Addo his first grandchild or granddaughter. So when we are talking about politically exposed persons, we know what we are talking about.
Okay.
It's a fact.
Okay.
Nobody can deny that.
Right.
So the ELOC, the directors are Stephen Okoro and his brother Solomon Okoro Okereke. They are the directors. They were paid $145,353
Per ambulance.
Can you believe that? Hugely inflated. When the Auditor General has discovered at page 24, paragraph 46 of this Auditor General's report, that a unit price of this ambulance is $80,000.
Yeah, let me see.
That is what the Auditor General has discovered. It's here, page 24, paragraph 46.
Is this CIF or?
Yes, the same model, same specs, page 24.
Yeah,
you go to page 24.
Is it factory
46.
price or landed?
Market value, $80,000. Then let's come to Best Engineer. And what is interesting is that same ambulance, same specs, different payments. Best Engineering, they were paid 26.6 million for also supplying 40.
40.
Yes. And when you do the Bank of Ghana exchange rate, the prevailing exchange rate as of December 2019, they were paid $120,476. So ELOC was paid $145,000. They were paid $120,000. Then you come to Blue Mix Company Limited. They were paid 15.9 million for supplying 35 ambulances. They supplied 35. They were paid 15.9 million. If you do the exchange rate analysis, it amounts to $82,066. So same ambulance, same specs. Some are supplying for $145,000. I think it's based on, somebody said that even though they were all invited to the same party, some had a VIP stand, some were more special.
But what they're saying here is that these companies came together.
Yes.
Leveraging their expertise and resources, and I underlined that expertise and resources.
Yeah, expertise.
And imagine with exceptional value for money proposition, the compelling lowest bid of 133,000 per ambulance.
Per ambulance, which is
so. What they are saying is that 7 of them participated.
Yes.
Among 16 companies.
Yes.
And then the 7, they formed a consortium.
Yes.
And presented a bid of 133,000.
Yes. Per
is
ambulance.
That proof of that?
No, there's no proof of that. No proof of that. The payment exposes this as a blatant fabrication, pure falsehood. These are the payments.
Could it be part payment?
No, full payment. Well, how can 145,000 be part payment?
No, the one that is lower. Because you see, I'm trying to make sense
it's
out
full
of
payment.
the different.
No, that is yes.
Yes.
That should
Because
tell
their
you what
statement says that they together presented a
Yeah.
bid for 133.
Falsehood. Falsehood. And I'll point more falsehoods in this statement. They have no respect for the Ghanaian people. Falsehoods. So this is Blue Mix. DS, I'm done with Blue Mix. Prestige Era Company Limited. DS is also 145,353.92. Then let's continue. More payment vouchers. Luxury World Auto Group Limited. DS is also $145,000, $347.49. RDC Company Limited. DS is 77,000.
How?
Yes.
How?
This is the actual, that is what the Auditor General discovers. That this ambulance average 80,000.
That's what I'm asking.
Fair
If
market
these
value.
were not part payment.
It's not part payment. It's here being payment for 40 number 4x4 Mercedes Benz. If it's partial payment, it will have been stated.
It's all 4x4.
4x4 number 4x4 Mercedes Benz printer 316 CDI. Same specs. Same specs.
Look at point II of their statement. If the payment voucher says 4x4, look at point II. There's something interesting. The last line.
Yeah, okay, yeah, vary to 4x2.
Yes.
Yeah, 4x2.
So
Yeah.
they are saying the specs was changed.
The specs was changed.
downgraded.
It was downgraded.
So
But the
4x2.
payment was not downgraded.
Okay.
Payment was not downgraded. It's here. Payment was for 4x4. And this amounted to $77,000 and 46 cents. So what are they talking about? What are they talking about? Let's continue. More falsehoods. They are also claiming, if you come to page 2, under the $34.9 million spare parts scandal, they say that the after-sales service and maintenance agreement was entered into in December 2019. Is that not what you see? Is that not what you see,
Yes,
Doc?
yes.
December 2019. Meanwhile, let me bring you to the Ministry of Health's statement of 25th July 2024. The first paragraph of the statement. It says, on September 10, 2020, the Ministry of Special Development Initiatives signed a contract with Service Auto Group Limited for the provision of after-sales service and maintenance for 307 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 315 CDI ambulances. Who do we believe? Ministry of Health says they signed September 10, 2020. Service Ghana Auto Group says that it's December 2019. When was it signed? Who do we believe? And I can understand what the ministry tried to do. You know, the ministry is conscious that this company was incorporated April 24, 2020. So they don't want to fall in the trap which the Auditor General discovers, that they signed the contract before the company was incorporated. So they say September 10, 2020. That is when we entered into the agreement. But this company, in a hurry to harass people, intimidate people, they don't even know what they are talking
Yeah,
about.
they said after sales service and maintenance agreement was entered into in December
In
2019.
December 2019. Meanwhile, Ministry of Health has told Ghanaians that 10 September 2020. Who do we believe?
So they are saying that
Then let me come to
they won the procurement of the vehicles.
Yeah.
And they also won the after sales service. They got an agreement in December 2019.
yes.
Then in April, they call themselves consortium companies.
Yeah.
They then incorporated an SPV.
An SPV. Yeah.
What is consortium company?
Yes, a group of companies. It's
Yes,
the same
I mean-
SGAGL. So all this while, since 2018, it's not been incorporated. It's not a legal entity.
Samuel, let me ask you a question.
And if you read the Auditor General's report, the Auditor General indicts them that you don't do that. It indicted the National Ambulance Service and the Ministry of Health for entering into this arrangement when the entity was not registered. Paragraph 74 of this Auditor General's report.
Randy, the question is...
Then it continues.
Just a question.
Yes.
Okay, so Sami is making claims. The company SP something
Yes.
is also making counter claims.
Yes.
How do we resolve it? Are we going to leave it at the
No,
stage
we will not. That's why I've
he
gone
has
to the
petitioned the
OSP. I've gone to the OSP.
Okay.
And let me confirm on your show this morning that 3 days ago, on Tuesday, the OSP sent a crack team of investigators to interview me. I was really impressed with their professionalism for more than 2 hours. And they formally informed me that they have opened investigations into this matter. You know, initially, the letter we got was that they were considering if it falls within their purview.
Their mandate.
Their mandate. Now, they have confirmed that it falls within their mandate and that they have opened investigations, and they have interviewed me for more than 2 hours, and I've submitted additional documents. Now, if you look at the cost of these ambulances, we have paid $54 million. That's what the Auditor General discovers when you read page 2 of this Auditor General's report. And that is what they are trying to do by dividing 54 million by the 307 to get 133,000. But the Auditor General has discovered from page 24 of this audit report that the actual value is $80,000.
Where is that value?
You didn't find it. I gave you the page. Page 24.
I can't find it on that page.
Page 24.
You give it to me. So
It says the premium per Mercedes-Benz Sprinter ambulance was $8,000 based on 10% on cost of $80,000 per Mercedes-Benz Sprinter bus. You see here? Sprinter ambulance, pardon me. You see here?
And the cost now is what? 113.
When you come to
133.
133, that's what they are saying.
So that's about
even though it's not accurate, they were paid. Some of them were paid more than that. Then you come to page 2 of this Auditor General's report, and you see here from page 2 of the Auditor General's report that we quote, in 2020, government procured and distributed 307 Mercedes-Benz ambulances at a cost of $54.3 million. When you do the analysis, the actual cost, this $80,000, we should not have paid beyond $24.5 million. So this was inflated by about $30 million on the ambulance procurement alone.
Well, they are saying that
Then you come to,
they paid.
let's come to the servicing arrangement. You see that even though they try to attack the Auditor General and say that, question their professionalism, that they didn't hear their side and all of that, they proceed then to confirm everything. First of all, they have admitted by the payment to government, the refunds to government, that they engage in over-invoicing. It's clear. Because the Auditor General indicted them that this is a company that engages in over-invoicing, which, as we all know, is fraudulent. It's a crime. They have paid back, complying with the Auditor General. The Auditor General also discovered, when you go through this Auditor General's report, that they don't have garages. They are using garages belonging to the state. Now they are claiming that they did renovations. Yes. But read VI under the contractual projected budget for spare parts at page 2. They say that other projects in Ho and Takrady have stalled due to land litigation, virtually confirming what the Auditor General says. They are now giving excuses that because of land litigation. And yet we are paying them between 2020 and 2023 for this.
I'm told that
this servicing. We paid them $150 million.
$2.1 million in the agreement, which was supposed to be used for the setting up of workshops.
Yes.
So whether
that has not been done.
Where's the agreement?
So we have asked for it at Assurances Committee. The minister has up to next week, by close of next week, to submit the full contract. Because here we are, they can't even tell us when it was signed. Ministry of Health says September 2020. They are also saying December 2019.
Is there a parliamentary inquiry in addition to OSP?
Well, that's what the Assurances Committee, is pursuing, in this matter. But there's no separate probe by an ad hoc committee on this matter. So look, the more you go into this, and then they now
wrap up for me.
They now want us to believe that this $34.9 million for spare parts, they say, they didn't factor in medical equipment and all. The entire ambulance with medical equipment, fully equipped, Auditor General says it's $80,000. Let's even go with their dubious $133,000, which payment vouchers have exposed them. How should we be paying $113,000
For spare parts.
for spare parts? And you say
And
we are
medical,
yes,
medical parts.
and you say as if the $80,000 market value, it doesn't include medical parts. When we say an ambulance, it's a vehicle with medical equipment. So how can the spare parts be more than the value of the ambulance? I mean, what do these people take us for?
All right. Okay.
So
We'll
look,
find out. Yeah.
this statement, they shouldn't have issued it.
All right.
It
Well,
has-
at least they've
they-
succeeded in
they
intimidating
have
them, so.
worsened. That's the only thing they want to achieve.
So I'm saying that
Intimidate
they
the
have
media.
achieved that. They've
Oh, I
succeeded
know
in
you. I know
intimidating
you. You
us.
can never be
I
intimidated
am.
by
I feel intimidated.
by this hogwash.
Nana,